They say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. But they never met me, Mark, after I discovered Sarah's secret. They never truly understood the silent, calculating rage of a man whose entire world, meticulously curated and archived, was ripped apart by a betrayal so profound it didn't just break his heart, it corrupted his very history. I was the architect of memories, a digital archivist by profession and by nature. My life was precision, order, a beautiful, sprawling tapestry woven with care and intent. Every photograph, every home video, every shared dream was a thread meticulously placed. Our life was a perfectly crafted story, and I, the devoted, loving narrator, ensured every chapter was preserved, every moment cherished. She was my beautiful, vivacious wife, Sarah, the heart of every frame, the subject of every lens, the muse of my existence. Her laughter was the soundtrack to our perfect montages, her smile the highlight of every album. She was the one who filled the empty spaces in my perfectly ordered life, bringing a vibrant, unpredictable joy that I adored and meticulously cataloged. We traveled, we celebrated, we simply were, and I ensured every precious second was captured, backed up, and optimized for eternal remembrance. I had built a fortress of memories, a testament to our unbreakable bond, a digital legacy for a love I believed to be eternal. Then the fortress crumbled. Not with a bang, not with a whispered confession or a telltale text message, but with a horrifying clarity that pierced me to my very soul.
It was a shared cloud drive, an innocuous folder I had opened, expecting holiday snaps, and instead, I saw them. Not just a fleeting glance, but an undeniable, intimate embrace. Her in his arms, her head tilted back, a shared laugh that echoed the ones she'd once reserved only for me. The flash of a photographer's lens, another professional, capturing their moment. Her radiant, authentic joy radiating out from the screen. A moment, a series of moments that were never meant for my eyes. My masterpiece shattered, not into pieces I could reassemble, but into dust, irredeemable, worthless. The betrayal wasn't just in her touch, it wasn't just in her body's intimacy, but in the insidious lie that our entire history, every documented moment, every cherished memory, had become. Sarah, the woman who promised forever, had been living a double life, a secret narrative running parallel to the one I thought we shared. A narrative I was now forced to confront in agonizing detail. The world went silent. The vibrant colors of my perfectly organized digital life drained to a monochrome, lifeless gray. I felt a cold dread seep into my bones, a nausea that twisted my gut until I thought I might simply dissolve. Disbelief warred with an icy, undeniable certainty. It wasn't a misunderstanding. It wasn't a mistake. It was a carefully constructed deception, a betrayal that touched every single part of my meticulously built reality. The pain was an almost physical blow, a gaping wound where my trust and love had once resided.
But beneath the agony, something else began to stir, something colder, more focused. Grief was a luxury I couldn't afford. Despair was a weakness I refused to indulge. My mind, the same mind that meticulously organized terabytes of data, began to process a different kind of project. My revenge wouldn't be loud or destructive. It wouldn't be a dramatic confrontation, a public spectacle, or a vindictive act of physical retribution. Those were for lesser men, for those who didn't understand the true power of erasure. My revenge would be an act of quiet, surgical precision, using the very tools I once used to celebrate our love, to build our life, to cement her place in my world. I would become the ultimate editor, not of a story, but of an existence. I began the work in the sterile glow of my multiple monitors, my fingers moving with a detached, chilling efficiency. Every photograph, every home video, every digital memory we ever created, our entire shared past, lay before me like an intricate, corrupted code. My objective was simple, yet devastating. I meticulously altered them, not to deface her image, not to sully her beauty, but to remove her entirely. Using advanced AI algorithms, some of which I developed myself for a project just like this, combined with my own expert digital manipulation skills, I began to reconstruct our past and even project my future with her absence as the most glaring, painful presence. The process was painstaking, an agonizing immersion into the very memories I was systematically dismantling. I started with the simplest, the wide shots. A picnic scene, vibrant and sun-drenched, but now the blanket is sprayed for one. An empty space where her laughter once resonated. The subtle indentations on the grass, the slight curve of the blanket, all perfectly re-rendered to reflect solitude. Then came the close-ups, the more challenging edits. Our wedding album, once a testament to our vows, now flawlessly re-edited to show me, alone at the altar, looking not into her beaming eyes, but into an empty space, a ghostly void where she should have been. Her hand, once clasping mine, now replaced by an empty, airbrushed fabric. The background subtly shifted, a guest's smile subtly extended, a shadow meticulously recalibrated to fill the space where she once stood. No blur, no artifact, no telltale digital scar, just a seamless, chilling absence. The home videos were even more complex, more insidious. Vacation montages, once filled with her vivacious presence, now play out like surreal, silent films where she was inexplicably never there. A panoramic shot of a mountain vista, where I turn to share the view, but the space beside me is empty, the horizon stretching unbroken. A birthday celebration, my friends and family gathered, laughing, but the seat where she always sat, the voice that always led the chorus of Happy Birthday, now simply missing. I used AI to generate consistent backgrounds, to fill the gaps her body created, to predict and replace what was behind her. I employed sophisticated audio isolation techniques to remove her voice, her laughter, her whispered endearments from every recording, leaving behind only the hollow echo of my own. I even edited my own reactions, subtly altering my gaze from a loving glance to an unseeing stare, acknowledging only the void. I rewrote the script of our life, transforming myself into a man who simply existed, solitary, unburdened by a love that was never truly shared. Each click of the mouse, each perfectly rendered pixel was a hammer blow to her stolen narrative, a chisel shaping the monument to her non-existence. It was a cold, quiet satisfaction, mixed with a chilling echo of the pain, a constant reminder of what I had loved and what I was systematically erasing. When the monumental task was complete, a digital archive of thousands of images and hundreds of hours of video, I held in my hands a perfectly crafted, beautiful, desolate narrative. A life, a future, meticulously built where she simply never was. My revenge wouldn't involve public accusations or confrontational drama. It would be far more insidious, far more enduring. I would release this meticulously curated collection not in a grand reveal, but subtly. A shared cloud folder, a link discreetly dropped into our mutual social circles, an email attachment sent to a carefully selected few. The digital ripples would spread, a quiet, undeniable truth unfolding before the eyes of everyone we knew. She stole my story, she corrupted my memories, she shattered my reality. And now I will steal her existence from it. I will watch from a distance as she realizes the true meaning of being forgotten, not through an act of public shaming, but through the chilling, undeniable truth of her own digital erasure, one pixel at a time. The ghost in the machine, my ghost, will haunt her forever.